institutions, organisations and regions try and give themselves a brand identity. And here in the Waikato we call ourselves the home of champions. And I guess over the years we've had more than our what might be statistically proportional share of champions coming from the Waikato in rowing and all sorts of other sports. Cycling, I think, is a big one for us, equestrian and so on. And I guess it's a natural place for the Institute for Business Research to be centred too, because we are the home of champions. But looking around the building today, it's only Thursday, but there's a few sort of darker looking eyes, and people have been sitting up all night watching the Olympics and seeing whether we score another medal or two. And I think as Kiwis we're probably proud of the efforts of our sports people, and fair play is an important thing for us. One of the things in fair play, I guess, that is important, at least in the capital markets, is regulation. And yesterday the Treasury in New Zealand released a report on regulation and how government departments in proposing new regulation should go through certain checklists, like what is the issue, what are the alternative ways of addressing it, should it be a regulation, should it be something else, and then if a regulation is to be introduced, who will it affect, how will we measure the impact, is it culturally sensitive, does it impact on the environment, impact on efficiency, and so on. A recurring theme in New Zealand has been a sort of principle-based approach to regulation. Outline what the principles are rather than trying to create rules to follow. And I guess in the stock market we'd say we were principle-based rather than regulatory-based or regulation-based, rule-based approach as in the United States. Now, this is well and good in principle, but in business, in organisations, is there a tendency to create new rules, new ways of doing things without discussion, without consultation? And what then is the impact on the organisation? Does it get people out of line? And I think this is a really important question from not just a finance perspective, but from a whole business perspective. It comes from the governance at the board level, through management, and percolates right through the organisation. Have we got the right principles in place? Have we got an ethos of aspiring to, engaging with, and looking for the best possible attainment? That brings me back to the Olympics with the sad story of the badminton players who have been expelled on the basis of infringing, I suppose, the code, the ethos of an Olympic competition. And so we need to think about our businesses, our institutions, not in a sporting model, but is there fair play? Are there clear principles? And do people follow the rules in general?